Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
We're live. Come on down. It is time for Soulful Saturday. I'm not going to let you down today. I've got some big stuff to tell you. Big stuff. As well as something that I want you to put on your calendar. I want you to put this on your calendar. I can tell you all about it. My son is texting me right now. And that's one of the things that I'm going to tell you about because you're just not. Your head's going to explode when I tell you. Anyway, come on in. I know everybody's like, oh wait, you usually get here about 5, 10 after, whatever. Hey, Carla. Yeah, I'm early today because I'm very mindful of how much charge is on my phone. Charged my earbuds, but did I remember to charge the phone? No, I did not, so my bad. Anyway, come on in. Here's to Soulful Saturday and just feeling all the feels. I'm having all the feels today, this morning. Super proud of my son. What did I tell you? You guys are not gonna believe this. Hey, Jennifer, there's our girl Jenny. Good stuff. Anyway, there's Jane. Come on in. We've got all kinds of stuff going on, as you know, and we start our sprint on Monday. So I want you on Monday to, oh my goodness, so cool. He's just telling me all kinds of stuff. All right, I want you on Monday to start the sprint with us, okay? The sprint is everything, and this is kind of our foundational thing that we make, things happen with. It's free. We give you all kinds of stuff. You can go to savingdinner.com/sprint to get it on. This is what we do. So that's one thing. I want you to go there. You can watch the webinar. You learn how to do this so you have a really good feel for what it's all about. And number 2, it's fun. We have all these great people. Look, there's Martha and Sonia. We have all these fabulous people here who are going to have your back, help you out, and make this part of our, part of our doing, part of our thing. It's just the best. That's what I have to tell you about that. So this is, of course, the Daily Dish Show. If you've never been here before, we do this every single day, Monday through Saturday anyway, 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's the bringing vibrancy back into your daily lives, heart, mind, body, and soul. Because I have tried, and in my 62 years on this planet, I've recognized finally that you can't divorce yourself from the different aspects of who you are. When we start to celebrate the whole woman and start to feed and nurture and care for the whole woman, we come to this full circle of really loving ourselves and taking our lives to the next level. And that's what it's all about. I don't know about you, but I don't want to just be taking up space. I want to have a vibrant life that means something. I know you do too. That's why you're here, right? So we're going to talk about that. And today we're talking about Soulful Saturday. In other words, our souls are something that just get so often not nurtured. And nurturing is what we're all about. Everything that we can do to nurture ourselves. It's everything. Everything. You will notice we have 2 Saving Dinner people here. That's Jenny and Amber, who are here to greet you, bring you on in, and make you feel welcome. They're also here to give you links and everything else. And this is part of what we do because our community is crucial to our own well-being, and we know it is to you. That's why we do what we do. So I'm delighted to be here, and I'm delighted to have you here. I'm delighted that you share these broadcasts with your friends, and I thank you for that. Also, I thank you for your support with all of your orders. Every single one of those orders that come in, I pray for everyone who sends in orders and trusts us with their supplements, and I thank you for that. I also write a little note on every single one of those packing invoices, or you get a little card. The other thing that we do is we provide you with mindful mugs, because we have found when we are mindful, we get things done. Now you can buy it for 10 bucks. You can get it for $5. You can get it free. And I'll tell you exactly how to do it at savingdinner.com/mug. And this is our newest mindful mug. It will light you up. Look at it. Don't get mad about the results you didn't earn from the work you didn't do, because BAM! That just knocks you on your butt, doesn't it? I need that kind of thing, don't you? Don't you need somebody sometimes to just wake you up and say, hey, hey, come on down here? You know, we don't want to lead half-ass lives, do we? No, we do not. We want vibrancy. Vibrancy on every single level. Kind of just makes life juicy and fun. That's what it is. And this mindful mug gets you back to the place of not being on the carousel of crazy, but instead being in mindful respect for your whole life. You know, you're put here on purpose by God himself. And when that happens, you've got something to do. You know, you're not here just to take up space and oxygen and everything else. You're here to do good work. Do good work. And it involves helping others. And what does that look like? What is your uniqueness in that whole call to action, really? That's up to you to find out. And I promise you, when you're looking, you'll find it. You know, seek and ye shall find. Ever heard that one before? I think God was telling us about our reticular activating system a long time ago. And isn't it so cool to see how physically, mentally, emotionally, chemically, all of these things add up? I'm telling you, I'm on fire today. I love stuff like that. Sarah Preston's in the house. Thanks, Sarah, for showing up. We also have a Sleep Ease. That is our supplement of the week. And I tell you about our supplements of the week because I want to pass on our cost savings to you. 4 times a month, we do a big buy of a supplement that we plan on passing on huge savings to you. This week, it's Sleep Ease. This is the second to last day, so don't miss out. You go to savingdinner.com/show to pick it up. Now here it is. You just put 4 in your cart. You will pay for 3 only. That's right. Buy 3, get 1 free. But you just throw 4 in your cart. We'll do the calculating for you, and we ship it to you free. Isn't that so great? Go to savingdinner.com/show. Don't miss out, because I'm telling you, I would not go to bed without this anymore. This is the thing. If you hear noise upstairs, it's Mark. He's doing his deal. You know, he's finally finishing the last of the walls. Good grief, what a mess. But you know what? I love a nice mess, because at the end of it, you know, once everything's cleaned up, there you are. Beautiful new closet, new everything. It's just the thing. I love it. We have a new quote of the week. Are you ready for this one? This one is, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your unguarded thoughts. That was Buddha said that. You know? Now, when I share things like this, I don't want anybody to say, oh my God, she's a Buddhist. I'm not. But I certainly will share wisdom from other people's things. You know, if there's wisdom there, we're going to share it. Wisdom of the ages is what we're looking at. Quote decks. Let me just tell you something. If you don't understand this whole thing, that your willpower is garbage. My willpower is garbage too. Do you know that willpower is just this, it's crazy town. It doesn't work. Have you noticed that? You've noticed how like all it does is it makes you angry and frustrated with yourself. What works, however, is setting up a supportive environment, cleaning out that pantry, putting things around you that flips your thinking, right? That flips your thinking. Quote decks to the rescue. Have you seen these things? I'm telling you, we are flying these things out the door. We're down to our last big carton of them. Get it now. We are already designing our next deck. This is it. Once they're gone, they're gone. Now check it out. Let me see if I can find one we haven't said before. My goodness, have I just read them all? Have I? Come on. Here's Joe Lewis. How about this one? The question is, did you fail? Did you fail? Okay, let's try it again. Scene. The question isn't, did you fail? But did you pick yourself up and move ahead? How many times have you failed? I mean, I'm raising my hand right now. So many times. But you know what? We're wise women. We don't quit on ourselves. Just like Joe Louis never quit on himself. Aren't you glad he didn't? How about this one from Peggy Noonan? Part of courage is simple consistency. Oh my gosh, that's going on my desk for today. And let me just show you something, okay? First of all, they come in this little card thingy that's plastic and hard, and that will keep your cards nice and neat, see? And secondly, we send you this little stamp. So now I'm gonna put this in front of me all day. Part of courage is simple consistency, because that's my word of the year. Consistency. Keep me going. Thank you, Peggy. Good job. Buy 2 and you will get free shipping. That's worth a lot. savingdinner.com/quote. These are gold. This is part of your environment. This is part of your plan. This is part of making your life better and putting that vibrancy in. When you see a quote like this, you're gonna light up. I like lighting up. Don't you? Gosh. All right, show notes. Every single day you will get an email in the morning with yesterday's show notes. Is that helpful or what? Amber does this every day. We also give you recipes. We give you all kinds of things. Just go to savingdinner.com to get them. You'll get either an annoying pop-up, sorry about that, but not sorry, really, because it works. Or you can use the sidebar if you have a pop-up blocker. But just sign up. And then all you have to do is remember, put us in your primary folder. Just drag it from promotion into the primary folder if you're on Gmail. Yes, that's construction going on. That's my mark. Come on. Tried yesterday, wanted to charge $9.95 flat shipping. Well, Helen, you didn't do something right. I promise you, our things work. Send in an email to support@savingdinner.com. We will guide you through it. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. Let's see, what else do we have? On Monday, we are having our collagen webinar, because after we do the sprint, we're going right into the collagen challenge. You want to hear something? We keep the ball rolling, we keep going. You're going to keep getting the results. Consistency is everything. And what I found is if we keep it going, no one's falling off the rails. They're going, okay, so we've done this, now we're going to go do this. Doesn't that help? We just had a note from Jennifer, one of our Jennifers, in the sprint group, just talking about this consistency and how going from the sprint to the detox that we did the Vibrant Body Detox just last week or the week before, whatever, and you know, results. Why do we get results? If we stay consistent, we get results, because part of courage is simple consistency, says Peggy Noonan. Absolute wisdom right there. That's where I want to have you be. Now, I want you to know too, for every order that we get yesterday and today and tomorrow, we're going to send you a set of Super Bowl menus absolutely free. Why are we doing this? Because we are those people. You know, we're going to have a Super Bowl on Sunday. You might as well have a really great menu to go with it, right? Get it. We'll get taken care of. Helen, if you got a message yesterday, you're going to get an answer today. That's what I'm going to tell you. All right? All right. The other thing I want to tell you about is the Daily Dish Show is always, today's Daily Dish Show will be posted in our group. So if you're part of the Hot Melt Sprint group, you'll see it there. We're starting to do this, and we're doing it with the YouTube one. So even if you've seen it before, just go check it out, because we have a bumper. We have an intro and an outro. It's pretty fun. We had them made up. I think it was Fiverr that did it for us, and saying, this is the Daily Dish Show. You know? and there's like a little cartoon image and music and the whole bit. We're kind of proud of it. So check it out and give us some feedback. We love that. Okay, here's the biggie. Are you guys ready? Put on your seatbelts. You're not going to believe this. So I was texting with my son this morning because I haven't told you this, but my son did a commercial recently. He shot a commercial for Jeep. Cool, right? He's a kayaker. It's so funny because they came walking into his store where he works. He works at this store. He's a ski tech, and he does rafting during the summer, and then he's a professional kayaker. That's what he does. That's his full bag of tricks. Well, they came walking into Doug's where he works, and they said, "Did you guys know any kayakers? We were going to do this whole commercial with some road biking guys, you know, and that didn't work out because of the rain, had to cancel the shoot. So now we're thinking kayaker because it really doesn't matter. Do you guys know any good kayakers?" And they were like, Peter, you know, my son, if you've seen any of my stuff, I've posted him going down 125-foot waterfalls in a kayak. Not good for a mother's heart. Anyway, it's going to be on the Super Bowl, you guys. My son's commercial is going to be on the Super Bowl. This is the word. Is this absolutely definite? I mean, this is showbiz, y'all. So who knows? But I want you to look for the commercial. He is driving a Jeep with a woman who's supposed to be his wife, which I thought was hilarious. But you are going to see my son, my handsome, he's a real good looking kid, Peter L. Ely. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him on Facebook. He has a fan page there. But he's shot commercials for Red Bull before. He shot a lot of stuff before, but this is the big time. So, and he got paid for this, not just in gear. But anyway, you'll see him. He's the guy driving the Jeep. My son. Ah! Anyway, I'm just so excited for him. Is that okay to be like that? Proud mom? I'm wearing my Proud Mom badge today. So look for him, and I expect comments about how fabulous it was. Yes, I know you'll be looking for him, Betsy. Thank you so much. Amber, yes. Isn't that exciting? Anyway, but do go see his Facebook page and his fan page or whatever. Like him on Instagram. Let's give him some love. Let's get some people over there. Just excited about it. Anyway, today we're going to be talking. Did I get everything? Did I tell you about everything? Quote decks. I talked to you about. The only other thing that we have is on Fridays we do Q&A. We just did a real good batch of it yesterday. So definitely, if you have questions, send them into savingdinner.com. All you have to do is support at savingdinner.com and question for Leanne on Friday, and we will get to it next Friday. Listen, nothing's off limits. Well, pretty much nothing. But you know, I'm sitting here looking at part of courage is simple consistency. Well, I'm consistent in that I answer all those questions, right? There you go. Okay, let's talk about this idea of soulmates. You know, we hear about this soulmate thing and have this idea, at least I did, that it's this magical, mysterious soulmate thing, person, persona, who's going to magically appear into your life. This is later on in life that we start to think about this soulmate thing or make these declarations. I want to find my soulmate. And you know what I connected with today? It's like Disney princesses waiting for their white knight, the white knight in shining armor, whatever, on the white horse, whatever it is. They're waiting for somebody to come rescue you know? And this older, more spiritual version of the Disney princess thing is this idea of a soulmate. I've come to that conclusion. I've come to that conclusion because I have found in my own life that the more I depend on myself, the more I look to myself and my own strength, and I'm not talking about, pushing God out of the equation or not having, my certain someone, my significant other, have a voice in my life. I'm talking about getting to the place of enjoying and loving and being your very best vibrant self, because I believe when we do that, we become our own soulmate. How about that? Because you know what? This body that you have, that's yours from now until the end. The soul that's inside of you, that's yours from now until eternity. So if this is the case, why wouldn't we be our own soulmates? Right? Think about that for a minute. Why wouldn't we be our own soulmates? And if we're our own soulmates, are we not going to be looking out for our best and highest selves? Are we not going to be doing things that are going to nurture that whole relationship? Are we not going to be fully loving ourselves and therefore fully loving others and therefore having this tumbling momentum effect onto everything that goes out into our path? What about that? That makes me want to cry when I think about it, because it brings me to a whole new level of understanding what it is to be here on this earth right now. Why am I here? I mean, that's the age-old question, isn't it? Why am I here? Well, you're here to help other people. How's that going to show up? Well, that's up to you to find out how it's going to show up uniquely. Seek and ye shall find, I believe. Thank you, reticular activating system, already talked about thousands of years ago. Doesn't that just light you up? So if we stop waiting for this magical soulmate to show up, and if only-ing, and deciding and making this decision that what it is, it's about who we are, how we show up, how much we take care of our soul holes, exactly. You know, one of the things that I said a long time ago was, I mean, we're talking in the 90s when I first started writing, it was that, you know, when we understand about feeding kids at the table, it's not just about filling holes, it's about filling souls. That there is a component of understanding that when we are at the table, not only are we giving nutrition to our kids, we're also giving nurture to their souls, because that's how we connect. You know, think about it. I mean, in broad strokes, you know, it is, yes, you're going to feed your family and give them, but if you're feeding them crap, it's likely they're in the back seat of a car or they're sitting in front of the TV. When you're feeding them something with vegetables and all the things that they need for their body, and then you're at the table, you're also connecting heart, mind, and soul. You know what I'm saying with all of that? Do you see how that all works full circle? And it does with you as well. When we're doing all of these, when we're aligned with heart, mind, body, and soul, we wouldn't even dream of giving our soulmate this crappy food, this less than food, would we? We wouldn't dream of speaking to our soulmate in such a tone that it's a put down and it's a constant, would we? You know, think about this in the terms of, if you are your own soulmate, boy, are you going to treat yourself a whole lot differently. Because soulmates supposedly only come around once in a lifetime, right? Well, that's true if you're your own soulmate, because this is your vehicle for that soul, and inside, deep inside of you, is that connection of your soul to you, to God, to your empathy, to your beautiful self. You know, this is the beauty of who you are. Have you noticed that as you nurture your soul, that your empathy grows? Have you noticed that the giving that you give is genuine and not just because you're trying to perform in front of an audience and make everyone like you, but it's genuine and true and from love? This is what happens when we become our own soulmates. This is what happens when we connect with that knowingness, that beautiful knowing that's inside of each one of us. You know, it's like we all have this, but the question is, have we all nurtured it? Have we? Do we see ourselves with those eyes or not? You become your dream. You know, you become your dream, and you live your dream when you decide that you are your own soulmate. There is a beauty that connects there. There is a beauty where you start to see yourself in completely different context, completely different eyes, and a completely different connection, because there's a genuine nurture involved, because you want to nurture that relationship. There is a genuine love involved because you love everything about this soulmate of yours, who is you. And there's a definite acceptance that comes along, warts and all. You accept all of it. You know, none of us have gone from the womb to where we are now without having a lot of scrapes and bumps along the way. Some of us have fallen harder than others. Some of us have failed repeatedly. Some of us have felt like it's just no use. But I'm here to tell you that is not true. You know, there is use. You're here for a reason, on purpose, put here by God Himself. And if you can feel that, if you can understand that, if you can meditate on that, you're never going to look at yourself like that, because it's a slap in the face to God Himself. He's got you here for a reason, and your whole reason, your whole purpose is for you to find it. And I promise you that when you light up to that, and when you understand that, and you start to nurture that thing, then that's when things are going to start to fall into place. Seek and ye shall find. You know, that is a directive. That is a directive. Seek and you will find it. Seek and it will show up. Don't just put it down and say, I'm frustrated, I can't, the this, the that. You need an unabashed self-acceptance that is beyond anything, because there is a definite reason that you're here. A definite reason that you have shown up on this planet at this time. And I'm telling you, when you start to see yourself with the eyes of God and how he sees you, a daughter of a king, greatly loved, beloved, beloved, you know, that is an elevation in and of itself. And that takes us to the place of understanding. That takes us to the place of a different eyes for our own selves. It takes us to the place of defining our own uniqueness. We get to do that. How fun is that? That's like a game. That's like, here are all the crayons. Here's all the paper. Here are all the crafts. For you crafters out there, it's like endless yarn, endless crochet hooks, endless needle pointy things, or whatever it is that you craft about, you know? We get to be the creators of our lives. We get to have all the scrapbook materials, like Joanne. Joanne, I'm calling you out. We get to have everything, and we get to have the room to do it in, and we get to create this kind of a life. We get to do that when we understand that we are our own soul creators and that we are our own soulmates. There's that in front of us. You know, one of the things that we do is we have to understand that we can go from understanding this to the momentum of creating it, you know? And as we create all of these things for ourselves, have you noticed that we start laying down our weapons of self-destruction, don't we? We do. We lay them down because we start seeing, oh my gosh, if I do just this little thing, that's going to open up all these different possibilities. The creativity comes, and the can you imagine, well, what if, instead of oh, if only, we're what ifing instead of if onlying. Do you see the difference in that? That's the difference in taking us from this place of being defeated to the place of being a victor in our own lives. Yes, it does. This, exactly, immeasurably more than we could ever ask or imagine. It's time to seek. Exactly. That's what Sarah said. It's exactly right. We put down our weapons of self-destruction and we pick up instead creativity, curiosity, imagination, and we start to see the possibilities for our lives, because it is up to us to create them. And when we have this relationship with ourselves that's one of nurture, nutrition, all the ends, right? Nourishment, and we decide that we're going to love ourselves instead of put ourselves down, we're going to take ourselves to this different level of being our own soulmates, the possibilities become endless. The possibilities are all in front of us, and suddenly there is an excitement for our lives. There's now, oh, I get to do this and I get to do that. There's no more imaginary audiences that we're playing to try to get them to love us, because we already love ourselves. We already accept ourselves. We don't need their approval anymore. Moving on, you know, moving on. Next. Enough. You know, it's time to be a maverick in your own life and do this thing. I dare you. It's time to be powerful and principled and opinionated about your own life. That's why I talk about having your own voice. When you have a voice in your life, you are going to use it. When you have a voice in your life, it doesn't mean you have to be a shrew and horrible. It just means you're not going to shut up and put up anymore. You know, what has that done for you? How's that helped you? I don't know about you, but when I finally understood that, it was like somebody just took the shackles off. You know, I was released from my prison of my own perceived smallness. I want you to have all the tools that you need. And one of the biggest tools in your toolbox is to become your own soulmate. And it's to love yourself and to keep yourself in perfect harmony with God Himself, and to understand that doing so is going to get you to the place that you want. I promise you. Oh dear. My phone is letting me know it's time to shut down. So step into your power, you know? Step into your power. That's the secret sauce for becoming your own soulmate, is understanding you are powerful when you decide to step into it. You are powerful when you decide to put down the the self-destructive powers. You remember mass, what was it? Mass destruction? powers of, what was it? The weapons of mass destruction. That's what it was back in the George Bush days, right? Well, we all have those. We all have those, and we all use them on ourselves. Let's put them down and instead pick up curiosity, imagination, understanding of who we are in God's eyes himself, and to step into this whole power that's ours when we decide to become our own soulmates. I think that's awesome. I don't know about you, but that's where I want to be, because I know that that is the step into the creativity that I need in my life in order to accomplish all these things. It's not that hard. It's just it's imagination. It's a stepping into that. It's seeing it with your own mind's eye. That's what I have for you tonight, today, this afternoon, wherever it is. Don't forget, my son is going to be on the Super Bowl commercial, the Jeep commercial. You'll see him. I can't believe this. I'm so excited for him. And I'm so excited for you to step into who you are. And I expect to see great things. Keep connected, will you? And don't forget about Monday. We're going to do the collagen challenge, and I want you to go to the next thing and to the next thing. I want you to stay connected. SavingDinner.com/collagen to go get your seat. If you can't make it, no worries. We'll send you the recording. But this is what we're all about, becoming our very best selves. Peace be with you. Love you guys.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.